Hi guys, welcome back. Well, look what I got this time walking the dogs. I just went across the road, literally it's just over the road from me, and I've just cut down a cherry tree. So, yeah, and I've got loads more of these smaller branches like this to collect over the next few days. I can just go and pick them all up as I want. So, yeah, some nice, got to watch that one because that's had one of those plastic tabs nailed to it. So always be careful when you're getting wood because you never know if it's got, people do tend to put nails in trees. That's got some lovely crotch bits on this one. Up there, here, oh yeah, beautiful. So I'm going to go and process some of this, get it all cut up because obviously it is still growing, it's still very green, it's got leaves on it. And yeah, I'm going to go and do that and then I'll see you when I'm turning something at the lathe. So see you in a bit. Right, well, there we go, guys. I've just been over this morning, got another load. A few more bits, trees. That's about it, really. I've got plenty. There's still loads over there, but I've got enough. I'm not greedy. But you know what this means, didn't you? A lot more tea light holders. I'm afraid of bud vases. I've got some nice little branches like this, which is good because we've got Christmas coming. So it will be the... Oh, that's going to upset you.
Oh, Christmas, that word
Christmas
already.
Ornaments. That's going to be starting in literally... weeks time, because if you're doing for your craft fairs, you've got to start making it now, really. You want to be making it already.
Yeah.
Get it all built up, your collection, don't you? So yeah, I'm gonna cut these. A lot of them, they're not big enough for us, so I'm just gonna cut them into a size, dip the ends in wax, chuck them in me storage bit, and that's it. And I will turn some of this wet and just see how it goes on. I might microwave some of it so you can see. I'll dry it with a microwave and things like that. Just have some fun. There you go. Right, join me at the lathe. Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome, everybody.
As I said at the start of all that cherry, I have sorted a piece out that I'm going to try. It's very, very wet. I mean, it is really green. It was still growing. Yeah, the leaves were still growing. So I'm going to turn this. I'm going to turn it quite thin. Hopefully get a little bowl out of this. I'm going to microwave it. That's before I can finish it off and sand it, so that should be quite good. I had two bits. I was going to do this bit. Now I've peeled the bark off because the bark on this, because it is so green, it comes off like that in a big sheet. And if I try turning it, it's probably going to catch it and rip it off, and that wouldn't be good. And it's very green inside of it, like that. So that's how it is, really fresh cut this. So I wouldn't normally turn it like that, but it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? And that is brilliant. When that dries out, that's fantastic for burning. So I've got another piece here that I might turn. It's good because when you first cut it, it goes white, but then it goes this orangey colour, which is quite nice. But anyway, I have waxed all the ends. All the ends have been waxed, and that. So I might even sit this and let this season for a while. I might turn it. I don't really want to keep it all seasoned. I'd rather turn some of it. So I'm going to do this bit. I'm going to turn it. This is a crotch piece. I've taken all the bark off. It's got sort of a gap here. There was bark inside it, so I've had to remove all that. I've got it on a steb centre. I've got it on my big steb centre, one of these ones, so that helped to hold it flat. I don't want to put worm screws or nothing in at the moment. And I've got a pointed live centre in here, so I know everything is on there. It's nice and tight. Yeah, I don't believe it's going to go anywhere. But there you go. If it does, well, I'll know about it, won't I? So I'm going to get it just on this corner, like that, because I've got a bit of this to take away first. This is going to be what's going to probably throw it off balance a little bit, but it should be okay. We'll see what we can turn it at. We'll go through the speed. Right, Lisa's got a couple of thank yous.
Yeah, thank you to Leslie N. King, Mike at Doctor's Woodshop, and Peter Albon for the coffees.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Right, okay, it's really hot today, guys, but it's getting humid, so there you go. But I'm wrapped up because it's going to probably be a bit wet, this wood, a bit of water coming out of it, but it should be fun. I don't think it's going to make a very big bowl because I've got bits to get rid of here. We'll see what happens. And I'm going to start turning that. I'm going to start off. It might need, because I've got these bits on the end here, these end grain bits, might need to go big, but I'm going for a spindle gouge at first. 5/8 spindle gouge. That's what I'm going to try starting with. If it doesn't, I'll just go to if it bounces it about a bit, I'll just go to a bowl gouge. That'd be well, one of my spole gouges, one of my big tools. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my blind down because I don't want all that, because that'll come off with ribbons and that'll go all into where my tools are, and then I'm pulling them out for ages. Right, okay, bring my speed control over here for a minute, start the lathe, see what we've got. It's only at slow, so it's only at 400 at the moment. I'm going to turn the speed up. Okay, just on 1000 RPM, you can see old Daft's having a little bit of a boogie.
He's having a boogie.
Right, Woo. So if I go down, that's at 800. It's smooth, but that's too slow for me. I can't turn at that. So I'm going through it. Right, there we go. We've gone through it. 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 16, just over 16. 1671. I'm quite happy to start at that. Right, let's see if we can make a few cuts. Oh, tool rest is moving. Tighten it down. Yeah, I've got those, that end grain there. It's alright, it's going to go through it. Right, and get the tool rest in pretty quick now, see? So that's the main thing, is to get the tool rest in quick. I'm taking light cuts to get all the end bits all in line, basically. That's where those gap bits are. Tool rest in again. Right, it's a bit more in balance now, so I can probably go up a little bit. Yeah, now I'm just over 2000 RPM, 2036. That end grain bit, see? Right, stop with that. You can start planning where our foot's going to be now. Not quite smooth. Nope, still a little bump there. Yeah, nearly smooth, tiny little bit just there. We'll stop and have a look in a minute. That's quite smooth there. Now when you touch the wood when it's moving, you always touch up here or here. Don't ever put your finger down here between the rest. You're just an idiot. You'd be stupid to do that because you'll get your finger caught. And only idiots do that. Getting smoother. I'm going to have a look because I don't know what's there. Let's have a look and see what we've got so far. Right, yeah, that's what I can feel. I've got this hollow bit there. So, oh look, that's a nice bit there.
Yeah, okay.
That's going to be nice. That's going to stay. I've got this gap here. That's going to hollow down. It's not going to be a deep bowl. I've got to take a little bit more off. I've got to get rid of that. Okay, let's go. Right. I might have got rid of that. It feels pretty good. I've got to let it come off the end because I've got to take that down, so it's not going to be a problem. And like I said, I'm going to microwave this, so I'm not looking at a finish at the moment. But I still want it good. I don't want no tear out on it. I still want it to be good. Yeah, oh, that's going to be a nice little patterny bit there and a nice bit there. Some nice colour in that. Yeah, that's on the foot, so that's going to go. So that's all right. We're nice and clear there. We're all clear. I've got that. I'm going to have to take that. So it's not going to be a very deep bowl because obviously I've got this big bit here that's not very nice. So nothing much we can do about that. It's the nature of the wood. So right, I'm going to start up. I'll put my speed up a little bit. And I'm going to get a finish that I'm happy with. That's it, I'm happy with that. Right, I'll get this turned round. Right, I've got it turned round. This is the bit I'm on about. Look, see, I've got this, it's got this bit of bark in it still. This bit here. This is what I'm on about. I've got to take it down to that. So it's not going to be a big bowl, but it should look quite pretty. So I've got it held it. I've changed over to my shark jaws. I haven't gone for perfect circle. I've got an oversized foot on that, okay, because basically I'm going to have to come back and reshape that to hold it once it's been done through the microwave. So hopefully I've got it all good enough. I haven't over tightened. I've changed to a smaller spindle gouge now, 50-degree bevel. Just want to get it started. So I'm going to start up. Right, I'm just under 2,000 RPM on this. So we're there. So we're going to come in, make a few light cuts. Nothing heavy because I've got I've only got a small foot on there and it's wet wood, so I don't want to put it under any unnecessary pressure. So I'm just going to get it hollowed down to fairly sort of finish. I'm going to take this front down actually because I've got to lose quite a bit of this front. Sorry, Lisa. Lisa's got this going all down her top at the moment. It's going in the top. So, just bringing this down, all cuts, no scrapes. I can feel that bit. Now again, see, don't put your finger like that. If you put your finger like that, anything like that just rubs over it. It doesn't cause you any problems. You're going to touch wood while it's moving, put your finger there and it's fine. Don't ever put your finger that way because it will grab it and pull it down. It's not what you touch, it's how you touch it.
And that method of thinking goes for everything.
Sorry?
That method of thinking goes for everything. It's not what you touch, it's how you touch it.
I'm just ignoring that. See what you made me do? I've lost my concentration now. Right, now, what I'm going to do for a second, I'm going to go to one tool that's fantastic for doing this, is a 12mm round. And onset you can just push this in. And look at the shavings that have come out. We get these lovely ribbons come out. Because this is very wet, I'm a little bit fraction high. But this is where your 12mm standard carbide can really do good. And you don't put the wood under too much pressure. All the cuts are pushing straight into the bottom, so I'm not putting any sideways pressure, because like I said, we've got a small foot and it's very wet wood. It wouldn't take much to peel that foot off, so we've got to be careful. This won't give the best of finishes, but it will move that wood really quick. Also the square can be pretty good for this as well. So I'm going to get this down. Like I said, we will be remounting this and finishing it, finished cuts once I've microwaved it. I'm going to turn it quite thin. See what that bottom's like. Right. Probably thin enough on the bottom for where I want to go. Wall thickness probably near enough there. Look, this is what I'm on about with the carbide. Look at these ribbons that have come off. Okay, so just when you get ribbons, people say, oh, you get ribbons off a bowl gouge. You get ribbons whether you scrape or cut, don't worry about that. Right, I'm going back to me spindle gouge. I'm not taking no more out of the bottom at the moment. Right, I've got to leave enough here for me to mount this up. Depending on if the foot moves. Right, okay, we'll stop and have a look. I don't know that I've got the rim completely down, whether I've got that. I've got a tiniest little bit there, that tiny little bit. It's got some beautiful markings in it. Right, I'll take a couple of little passes just to get rid of that bit there. Yep, you can still just feel it. There, that's pretty much gone. I'll clean the rest of that up when it's done. Okay, and the inside's all alright. And remember, when you touch wood, you touch it, fingers pointing down, never up. You go like that, it'll drag you down there. That's an idiot's place. You don't want to be in an idiot's place. Only stupid people catch their fingers between their tool rest and their wood. And I can tell you it's not advisable. Right, okay, I've got shavings everywhere. Look at, oh, that's one of the beauties of wet wood. Look at that.
Yeah, look.
Right, okay, this is going in the microwave, guys. Now, and we should get this right. You can see with all that orange there.
Yeah.
You can see how wet that is. Or it might still be a little bit thick in the bottom. Oh, I don't know. No, I've got to keep a bit of thickness because I'm going to have to remount it that way to true the foot up probably. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the microwave. Join me there. Okay guys, right, so this is my little bowl, all of the nice little patterns. Just popping it in there like that. I'm going to give it 30 seconds for a first buzz. And all we do it in 30 seconds. Do 30 seconds, stop, have a look at it, 30 seconds. It might start cracking. If it starts cracking, then I don't bother with it. But it should be alright, hopefully. We'll see. Don't be tempted to go and put it on for 20 minutes or something. You're not cooking it, you're not going to eat it. Don't be in a rush, have patience. Right, comes out. It's a little bit warm, but it's not over warm. Nothing's going amiss on it at the moment, but I can see the orange is starting to go. So, it's not too hot. That's all right as it is. Another 30 seconds. Right, what I'll do, I'll bring you back after I've got it dry. Right, okay guys. I've done 5 lots of 30 seconds on that. And that's dry now. That feels quite nice dry. I've left it cool a little bit. Right, problem is being it's cherry. Cherry's a bugger anyway for cracking. But I know I've got this bit here, which has got a very slight crack there, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. This here and this here, that and that, are both end grain. That's where the crotch piece was coming out. So they were end grain. So I'm expecting that to do a little bit. And it's done a very little bit of like checking, sort of cracking on there. They're really fine little cracks. I'm not worried about that because I might put some super glue into that and let it soak in there and then see how that goes. First thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a little line inside it, a little ledge basically, yeah, so I can hold it on my chuck, so I can turn it around and finish the outside. Okay, and I'm thinking I might put some super glue in that. So first thing I'm going to do is put it back here. It has moved. It has a bit of a wobble to it. The actual top has warped where it's heated, and it's slightly out. It's not too bad though. The foot should be okay. So I'm going to pop it back in here. Yeah, I can see there's a little bit of movement there. It's not a lot though, but it's a good way to be able to use the cherry or really wet wood without having to do too much weighting. Right, I've left enough thickness here. I ain't left plenty, but I've left enough thickness. I'm just going to put that little ledge there so I can mount it on my chuck. Okay. I haven't got any measurements for it, I'll just do it by eye. Square carbide, and I'm going to go for roughly about there. That's it, that should be enough, I reckon. I think that'd be enough, I don't know, it might not.
We'll soon see.
Right, I've just put a very small foot there. I'll see if that'll hold on that. No, hang on, I think it's pushing off a bit. Or did I go small? No, I didn't go small enough. There it is. Now I've got it. Right. Mustn't over tighten because I don't want to open any cracks up. Right, that's okay there. That's all nice, that's held. Right, and because I oversized the tenon on this, I've got room that I can take the tenon down, okay? So let's start her up. Feel everything's running nice, everything's running fairly true anyway. So I'm going to come in with a 1/2 inch spindle gouge. Clean the tenon up, foot. Take this bit off now. Don't need this, that'll just get in the way. Move that bottom off. That's not the finished foot anyway. Right, I can bring this down to a better size. Just true it up really. and lower it. I don't need it as big as that. Those jaws hold quite a small foot. Right. Now I just want to make a couple of like finish cuts around on this now. Got a bit of black from the cherry there on my tool rest. So I'm just going to very quickly, a little bit of sandpaper, clean that off, a little bit on the lathe there. That's just off the wet wood, it cleans off really easy. Don't leave it overnight and all that, get it off. Right. Don't feel too bad, just want to bring it into round, see? Little bit of bounce, look. Bounces there, that's where it's out of round. Let's have a little bit more tool rest. Just feel it, just there, look. See? There we're round, it's got that little bit there. Yeah, that feels better. Right, get a decent pass on here now. There we go. Nice finish. Right, I want to have a look at those tiny little well, that checking was mostly on the surface. That's not too bad at all. Right, I'm going to put a bit of super glue on it. That just helped to strengthen it a bit. It's not actually too bad there. Get a bit of tissue. I don't want too much excess on the outside. That'll be alright. I'll put a little bit in that. See, I don't want to use any accelerator or that on it. That one seems to be alright. That could all change obviously with time. And being it is an end grain knot, I'm you know, the end grain, I'm going to put a little bit on there. It goes in pretty quick. It's a thin CA or super glue, whatever you want to call it. Right, that all seems alright. Right, okay. While I'm giving that a second, I'm just going to have a very fresh sharpen on my gouge. There we go. second bevel. Right. That's a lovely fresh edge, and that will allow me to come round the outside of this. Right, don't stand right in front of it when you start it up if you put CA glue in it, because it might flick out. Right, okay. That's as far as we can go at that bit. When you move your tool rest, do it really soft and gentle, you know, don't hit it. You know what you're doing, you can see what you're doing. Move it down a little bit this way. Need a little bit more. Just getting just feel a little bit of a bump there. Yeah, that feels alright. Tiniest little line there. Gone. Right, okay. That should be alright. I can sand that. Yeah, if you've got to move your tool rest, just do it gently. If you can't move that without hitting that, go in and watch Coronation Street with the wife. Because you ain't going to be no good at wood turning. Lovely. Now I like using this because it just makes the sanding a bit quicker for me, because I don't like to hang about with sanding. Okay, I'm not going to fast forward this bit, I'm going to leave it on because I wanted to talk about when I bought this one. I purposely bought the one with a key chuck, not the keyless chuck, because with a key chuck you can get your hand right here and hold it, you can turn it and there's nothing to catch your fingers. Even if your finger's in there, it can't catch. You got it out, and I have my hot arbor so I can hold it. It gives me good control rather than being, I can really get hold of it. The other good thing about this type over this type, is when you've got this one, when you come here, it's going down, yeah? It always goes that way. And when you go this side, it's going down still. Okay, no matter where you go, it always goes that rotation. That's what I like with this, because there it's going in that rotation, but if I come here, it's actually going up, so I get the benefits of being able to sand in both directions. I tend to sand one way, come round it that way and then go back that way. Oh, really feels nice. Right, let's put another. We've done a 180, a 240 and we'll do a 320. 320. Get it on straight. So I can stand with it going in that direction, and then if I just switch it there, it's coming up. So there it's going down, there it's going up. Oh, that feels like quite a nice finish. I'm going to stop and have a look. Yeah, we've got a nice finish on that. Look at that finish. That looks nice, doesn't it?
Mm.
That's just sanding. Nothing else on that yet. Right. All I'm going to do is put some wax on it. And put some beeswax on it. Don't try and hit that with tissue. If you do, you'll know why. Bit of rag, don't wrap it around your fingers, but you want some pressure. So when it's running with me not touching, I'm at 1964, right? When I put the pressure on, I'm down to 1950. So that's the sort of pressure I'm putting on it to get this to burnish in. And just keep going until it stops moving. You'll see when the wax stops moving. Yeah, nice finish. They're beautiful, those.
Yeah.
Nice finish, no tear out, all good. Right, let's get it turned round. Finish hollowing it. I'll bring it back when I've turned it round. Right, okay guys, I've got it brought back. I've turned it round, it's on there. Spin it up. Right, I'm going to use my 6mm hollower. Okay, the little tiny little 6mm cutter. Just to finish this inside. So I'm going to come, you can feel it's out of balance slightly, I can actually see it there. Right, so I'll try and come in. I've got to straighten this up first. Right, I've got to try and sort of come around a little bit. So I've got to try and get in here this way to get this cut. See how I'm coming in with this tool? I've got to be right round here, pick this cut up. Stop and have a look, see what I've got so far. Right, we've cleaned that rim up. still got a little bit more to take out that bottom. I'm getting a little bit, having just that tiny little bit of trouble picking up that first bit of cut there with that. So this is where it's beneficial to have all the tools, all the different tools. And what we do, that's why these are all here. They're not wall art or ornaments. They're all there for a reason. I'm going to come in with my spindle gouge. I'm going to pick that cut up. There it is. Roll it back. So I can hear the where the knots are. I can hear them. But it's alright, we're okay. So we're going to come back, pick up where that left off. That's it, I'm only going to there because I won't get right round with that. Now I'm going back onto my 6mm here. And I can just come in and pick that cut up right where I left off. That feels alright. Right, I'm right onto that sort of tenon there. I should be about thin enough there. Slight little bump, very slight bump. Sort of a hesitation bump there. There, that'll be alright for sanding. Right, we're getting there sand out. Get that out. Right, okay. Right, back down to the 180 grit. Feels nice. I'll move my tool rest back a bit. That line now, I think that might be whether I put sanding line in. Yeah, I think I might have put a little sanding line in there. I thought I did, I thought I caught it with that underneath. Right, we'll see if that goes. Going. put a slight sanding line just there. I can see it. I'm going to have to turn it out. I can't do nothing but turn that out. It's a bit of a bugger. I've done that. That was my fault, obviously.
Well, it weren't my fault.
Try a 6mm cutter to do it. There we go, she's gone. That's gone. Yep, that's gone. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it's no good just keep sanding and sanding it, you have to go back in and take another pass. Right, that's all alright. That all feels alright anyway. Right, I'm just using wax again. I mean, you get some bits that look like, but I've got those patterns in there, so you mustn't get confused with those. I have to get clean a bit of rag actually. Sometimes I can put marks off the cloth. I can see the wax moving though. Have a look, just see how it's come out. Yep.
That's good.
Looks alright, doesn't it?
Yeah. I like those marks, sort of bit more
Streaks.
yeah, or the.
Oh, that's a bit of wax there. That's a little bit of wax. It hasn't quite gone. Got a, there it is. It's moving. See? Right. What I'll do, because that cloth's got quite a lot of wax on it, so I'm going to get a bit of tissue now, so I can get rid of that bit of wax. It's leaving a wax line. Yeah, that's it. It's gone. I could see it as a dark line. It was the wax. So it picked it up. It took the wax off. It picked the wax up and got rid of it for me.
Yeah.
It's because that cloth's full of wax. See?
You have to get another bit from inside.
Yeah, start a new one.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Yeah, it looks nice. No tear out. All nice and clean. Didn't get that. Got rid of that sanding mark. We come back and turned it out. Very important to turn them out. Right, and that's all. We're only holding on that little foot on that. Right, okay, that looks all good. No more cracking. The cracks have all stabled, so that's okay. Now I've just got to turn that foot off, and for that I have to see what jaws are going to fit it. We just take it around, hold it up. It won't fit that one. It won't fit that one. It might fit that one. If not, it's going to fit that one. So I think we go for the Timu one.
Yay.
Our Timu one.
Hooray for Timu.
Take this off. Oh. Yeah, me one I got off Temu, I should say. I always say Tim, I don't know why.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I see. Right, let's see where that's going to be. Just loosen those a little bit so it can move. In it comes. No, come on, get the things right, Lynn. You got some round the right way and some not. That's it, there it is. Right, now we clamp it in. I just can really do with
just
having
twists or something.
Yeah, just twist like that, and that's it. And then you just tighten up. Just give them a little nip at the back there, like that. They're all in now.
Tighten it all up.
Seems to be. I don't know. It will either stay there or it won't. It's got. See, you get it to a certain tightness, and then when you tighten these up, because this is just like soft rubber, as they pull tight, the rubber expands and gets a really good grip, and it's holding as much as I need it to. Hopefully. Right, I'm going to turn the speed down, obviously, because this is like a lot bigger. Very slightly off. I'm not worried about that. It's because they're rubber, see? Thing is, if you're holding it with rubber, it's never going to be 100% perfect, is it? You're holding it with rubber. Right, there we go. I want to be about just over 1200. I want to be. That's what I'm at the moment. Right, let me take this. Put my face shield on. Take this bottom. Sort this bottom out into a little foot. I think I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm going to sort it into a little foot. Obviously it's a little bit slower turning because I haven't got the speed. A bit boring really, I suppose, but there you go, what can you do? I couldn't turn at this speed all the time, no way. $1200 RPM, I didn't know my lathe went that slow. That feels like that goes in. Right, just want to put a slight roll on that so it clears that edge, and obviously come in a little bit to take any marks off where it's held by the chuck, if there are any. Oh, that's nice. That feels nice. Yep, I'm happy with that. Right, okay. I'll go with that. I'm not doing no fancy stuff on the bottom. Doesn't need it. The cherry's got enough stuff there itself. That's nice. Right, little touch just round here, just onto that bottom bit just there. Yeah, it all feels nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Bit of wax. Blend that round into that. Right, I'll go back for the tissue for that to get rid of that last bit of wax where it's blending in. Have a look. A slight shadow line there. Actually, where I came up, I've got a slight up and then onto the foot. That's all right. I don't mind that. I'm happy with that. Right. Okay. Oh, it's not that, is it? Loosen, loosen, loosey, loosey, loose, loose. There we go. And they work quite well from Timu.
Yep.
And there we go. We've got a nice little cherry bowl that we shouldn't have got because that wood was so wet. We should never have been able to sand it. But a little buzz in the microwave. Like I say, I think I've done it, what was it, 5 times at 30 seconds. So that'd be 30 seconds.
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. On full power, that's 800 watt. And that dried it out enough for me to be able to get finished. And look at that, lovely little patterns. And where that actually done that slight cracking, I put the super glue in it, and that's totally fixed it, stabilised it. I'll just put a mark on the bottom. I'll put it on the thing there. Look. Right, there we go. Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
Sorry, there.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice. From a bit of branch that, as you see, guys, I got when I was walking the dogs across the road, found it over there. Get rid of that. Found it across the road. So there you go. And what you can get from a little bit that you found. I know a few of you have commented that I have taken the comments off of a few of my videos there. Yeah, but basically I was getting too many. I'm sorry, I've got to say it, guys. I get too many dickheads making stupid comments. Yeah. Okay. Like I said before, I've turned a long time. Okay, I will never ever, I don't care what anyone says, I will never ever stop the lathe to move my tool rest, and no professional fully experienced turner will. I don't care what they say they do it all the time. No, they don't, they're bloody liars. Because like I said, if you can't move that without hitting that, there's no chance in hell you're ever going to come in and pick up a cut on the bevel, roll it and run it right round if you can't control your hands when you're moving that. Okay, touching the wood, like I say, it's where you touch it. It's not touching it, it's how you touch it. I've learned I've had a lot of experience. It's not the first time I've turned, okay? So I don't need all the comments, and then people start getting with some nasty comments. Well, yeah. And if I go back at them, then people think I'm being rude, and well, I'm not going to let people get away with it. So I've removed it. Me and Lisa worked a long time to build our channel up. We've done it totally independent ourselves. We didn't know what the hell we was doing when we first started. Still don't know a lot of it. And I'm not going to have people thinking they can jump on our channel to get their 5 minutes of limelight. So no, you're not. Go and build your own channel. See what people think of you. So there you go. You can keep your comments. I'm afraid your snotty comments. I know a lot of you guys, you give us lovely comments, and I appreciate that. Any questions, you can always email me, okay? And then if I get idiots coming through, I can just block them with the email, and then they can never contact me again. There you go. Nice little cherry bowl. So happy turning, guys. See you on the next one. Toodle pip.
Bye, guys.